The Universiade was well and truly underway, including the first of the skiing events, the women's giant slalom at the spectacular Casino Arena in Seefeld. Dagmara Grzinskaya, a name that many of you will have heard on the World Cup circuit, and clearly one of the favourites here on this giant slalom course. Very technically demanding. Some of the transitions on the upper part, very tough, but Grzinskaya has dealt with that very well. And 0.64 of a second under the lead time. It's gold in the Alpine skiing for Poland. Well, it was a terrific ski in the end from the Polish athlete. Coped with the turns very well and let the skis glide wherever possible to keep that speed going through to the finish. And a convincing win for Grzinskaya. Well, we told you that the athletes came from every part of the world to this competition. And in the men's giant slalom, it was this man, Dominik Schweiger, that was tipped to take top honours. Schweiger may be based over at Denver University in Colorado, but he knows these hills like the back of his hand. Very deliberate and steady top part of the course for Schweiger, and now he's really letting the skis flow. And he skied the bottom part of the course absolutely brilliantly. 0.06 of a second under Nickerson's lead time, and Schweiger has the gold for Austria. The host nation bring home their first medal at this Universiade. And it's a terrific ski from the immensely powerful Austrian. Member of the Austrian ski team that the Americans call the Empire, such is their dominance of Alpine skiing. And they take another medal in an Alpine event. Well, I'm sure Dominik Schweiger has his eye on a place in the mighty Austrian ski team on the World Cup at some stage, but for now it's gold here in Austria.
I got the opportunity to study abroad at the University of Denver, and I have a great coaching staff over there and perfect conditions.
Race was really horrible for me. I was so excited and horrified. This is one of the hardest places I've ever skied.
I'm sorry if I disrupted your session and gave the wrong impression, but it's time that I made a confession. You hired me and paid me to push the broom, but I've been watching what's been going on in the room. I stayed in the background and never said a word, and I've been pretty impressed with the beast I heard. I had to bide my time and pick the right moment, catch you when you least expect. Everything normal and you're there drinking your tea and pumping the beats loud. Your back's turned to where the mic's at. See what I mean now? How the hell was I supposed to tell you I MC when I'm just a fish and you're a whale in the sea? Think about it, you ain't ever gonna take me serious. You're too big for what I am. Now you got me.
The first run was okay. The second, I thought that it was only a small part, like really jumps and bumps, but was really the second part like a rock and roll, but was nice.
The Universiade was well and truly underway, including the first of the skiing events, the women's giant slalom at the spectacular Casino Arena in Seefeld. Dagmara Grzinskaya, Polish skier with World Cup experience. Definitely the hot favourite for this event here in Seefeld. This a classic giant slalom course, some really tight turns at the top, and then it's the opportunity to let the skis glide. You can see how hard she's having to work in the transitions there. But now as she comes towards the middle and bottom phase, this is when the Polish skier has to let the skis run. A couple of errors there, hitting the gates pretty hard. But she's already up on the lead time. And just through into this final set of gates before she can really let the skis go in to the home straight. This is a good ski from Grzinskaya, and she's got it. 0.64 of a second underneath the lead time. That is a great ski from Grzinskaya, and Poland have a gold in the Alpine skiing. And you can see how much it means to the athletes here. A number of these events are littered with world-class athletes, so to take something away from the Universiade competitions really does mean something. She had to work so hard. Look at those transitions that they've been set at the top of this course. Classic giant slalom stuff here in Austria. And a classic ski from Krzesinskaya, Poland, take the gold. Well, we said that the athletes were from all over the world, and after the excitement of the women's giant slalom came the men's, and a surname synonymous with great Italian skiing. This time, though, Francesco Godina. Godina trying to keep this family name flying high in the world of alpine skiing. Using very wide arms, and the skis a long way apart, so it's not classic stuff for giant slalom, but it's good enough for Godina. And that's not a bad ski from Francesco Godina. He has a really good chance of getting on the podium with that. Warner Nickerson of the USA. Powerful young skier. Has real World Cup aspirations. Of course, he has the likes of Rouse and Bodie Miller in front of him. If he wants to make a place on the team, he's nearly half a second under the lead time. Nickerson with a powerful ski, having to work so hard with that bottom ski to carve the turns in the transition. But he's trying to stay off the edges as much as possible and build up that natural speed towards the bottom of the course. Very tricky into this home straight, and then it's hell for leather across the line. It's going to be tight. Nickerson has got it. Well, it was reduced to a third of a second, but Warner Nickerson at the USA goes into the lead. What can Dominik Schwieger do for Austria? This guy is the home favourite without doubt, but he's also one of the favourites for the competition. That classic gliding technique that Schwieger shows, well, he's down at the moment. He's going to have to go some over the bottom part of this course. I would say that's for Schwieger. The top of the course doesn't really suit him. It's highly technical. This guy is all about the downhill speed towards the bottom. Schwieger is starting to fly now. Just a bit of snow still coming up as he catches those edges, but it's quick and the Austrians know it. There's the time of Nickerson to beat, and he's done it. Oh, 0.06 of a second under from Schwieger. What an amazing ski from the Austrian. And no wonder he's celebrating. A fantastic opening to this alpine skiing competition here at the Winter Universiade of 2005. And Austria have their first gold medal to celebrate. They beat the USA in the ice hockey by 8-1, and now they have a gold with Dominik Schwieger in the giant slalom as he beats Nickerson of the USA into second place. And Schwieger, another member of this mighty Austrian ski team, currently studying in the USA, picks up a gold medal.
I got the opportunity to study abroad at the University of Denver, and I have a great coaching staff.
Back then to the Casino Arena for the blue ribbon event, the Alpine skiing downhill. In the men's event, Cyprien Brun of France trying to claw back a bit of respectability for the French ski team that have been under a lot of pressure this season. Certainly the French press have given them a very hard time on the FIS World Cup. So they'll be training their eyes on this competition to see what some of the younger skiers can do. And Bruno, with a very competent run indeed, has posted an early time there that I think is going to be tough to beat. I wouldn't bet against people beating him, but a 2-second improvement overall is pretty hefty. If anyone can get past Brun, Matija Krasic of Slovenia can. Slovenia already have 2 gold medals at this Universiade. Can they make it a third? Krasic going well. He's up on all the splits at the moment. The distinctive lime green ski suit goes across the line. And it is first. Matija Krasic of Slovenia wins the downhill for the men.